Hey, this is the Fort Worth Playboy.
And my Playboys Bunny.
And what we want to talk to you tonight is about a subject that a lot of guys get confused about, because unless you've been running game, if you haven't been dating for some time, you won't really understand it. And it's called plausible deniability. Mm-hmm. And what it is when you're moving a girl on a first date from your last place that you guys are at, and she's primed, you're ready to get her back to your apartment or your home. First thing is, women cannot be responsible for sex.
No.
It's built in, it's hardwired, they cannot be responsible.
No.
2, they have an anti-slut defense that's hardwired. Mm-hmm. And anything that makes them feel slutty, they immediately shut down. Mm-hmm. And then you're going home and masturbating.
To the masturbatorium.
Yeah, and that's no fun. That's no good for anybody. So what you have to do is you have to provide that girl that's in front of you with a neutral reason to move her back to a place, your house or your apartment, where sex can, in her mind, it just happened.
It just happened.
And here's the best thing about plausible deniability. It doesn't even have to be true. You can say, hey, do you want to come up and see my pet monkey?
My art collection.
I can play my guitar for you, and you don't even have to own a guitar. Yeah. I've used it, and no girl's ever asked to see the guitar.
Well,
not once.
Your guitar is very sexy.
Very funny. But that's the point, and we'll give you some examples. I mean, I've even used, hey, I have a midget. Do you want to come up and meet him? I mean, and they're like, okay. I mean, they don't care.
I think with me it was your art collection.
There you go.
Which is actually
It actually exists,
and
yes.
it's very sexy.
And you can even say, hey, why don't you just come up for a drink? But the other reason, but a lot of girls...
I think even asking to come up for a drink triggers the...
Anti-slut.
Yeah, I really do.
It's that tricky, because a girl has to truly believe, or at least have something that she can tell her friends. Well, he just said, hey, let's go up. He was going to play guitar for me, and then it just happened.
Yeah.
And that's really how...
One thing led to another.
Exactly. Now, it doesn't mean, this isn't a license to be forceful or to be crazy, but it gets her from where you're at, your last bar stop, your restaurant, or your lounge, up to your apartment. And then you can go from that point on.
Yeah.
And it's not a sure thing, but it puts you guys in the right position, and generally she's open to suggestion.
Yeah.
So that's what plausible deniability is. And yes, give yourself every advantage in the world to close that deal. So use plausible deniability when the opportunity comes up to use that and get her someplace where sex can happen, and give her a reason where she can have a clear mind about it.
Absolutely.
Because again, and you need to keep in mind that no girl at no time, under any circumstances, can be responsible for sex.
Yeah.
It just they're hardwired they just shut down, because it's not the way we were wired.
Yeah.
So you have to lead, but you have to make it in a manner that's smooth and allows her to relax and not think of herself as a slut.
Yeah, because in our example with the art collection, if we hadn't have been talking about art, because I have a genuine interest in it, so we had talked about it.
Yeah.
So then you were able to use art.
Yes.
If I had been a music person or whatever, then maybe we would have talked about guitars, and you would have told me about your guitar.
Yeah, use your context.
It's not like you just randomly threw out, hey, you want to see my art? Like,
exactly.
It fit to the conversation that we had.
But make no mistake,
I would have been interested in the midget conversation.
Yeah, see, use your context, but if you have to
be playful and fun.
Yeah, if you have to throw the ball, just give it a shot.
Yeah.
And you never know. She might say yes.
Yeah.
And that's all the much better for you and her.
Well, every yes
begets another yes.
Exactly.
You want to get her to start saying yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Exactly. So guys, use plausible deniability. Know what it is. Know when you're going to use it, and have a couple of lines already set up. There's nothing wrong with using it. And you can reuse lines.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't reinvent the wheel with every girl.
No.
You know, you find something that works and it's funny, they laugh and go, okay.
Yeah.
And grab their purse and walk out with you. Yeah, use it again.
She has a dog. Well, I have a pet monkey.
There you go. Perfect. So plausible deniability, and we wish you guys the best.